up, everybody? I go by the name of Sly.
And I'm Cartier the Dawn. And we want to encourage you guys to listen to The Melting Pot,
where we will release new episodes every Sunday discussing today's most hottest and controversial topics, stirring up all things popular culture.
And you know what they say, if you can't stand the heat,
get out of the kitchen. Brought to you by The Melting Pot.
Why the Melting Pot think they all that though? Here we go.
Okay. Want to give blood tears cloud my eyes again. Don't you wish now, don't you wish now that we shared that one last kiss? Hey. Don't you wish now, don't you wish now that we shared that one last kiss? Don't you wish now, don't you wish now that we shared that one last.
Hey, sous chefs, and welcome back to another installment here at the Melting Pot. It's your girl Sly.
And I'm Cartier the Dawn.
We'd like to give you a special shout out on our behalf to everybody who's been holding it down, vastly waiting for our comeback. And we're here to give y'all basically the tea, give y'all the funny moments, everything y'all been asking for. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. And I think Cartier got something to get off his chest. I can feel him through the screen.
You can feel me through the screen. I just feel like, and this really has nothing to do with the episode at all. Honestly, it doesn't. But I think I have been developing a slight attitude problem.
It's the Pisces in you. But yeah.
It might be. Because just the other day, I was at TSA, right? And the man didn't have attitude or anything. He just simply asked, "How old are you?" And I gave him a look, and I answered, of course, I'm trying to catch my flight. But the way I gave him the answer, I did not have to give him the answer like that. I could have just simply said, "I'm XYZ," and went on with it. I didn't have to do all the extraness. And he kind of looked at me, and it was two of them. And they both looked at me like his problem. You know what I'm saying? And then after I left them and put my stuff through the bin and went on the other side, I was kind of like, you know what? Maybe I didn't have to do all of that. But I really don't like when people question me either. And I felt like he was questioning me. Because why are you asking me how old I am when I'm going to hand you my ID? It started with the 1900s. It's old. So, I don't know. I just been...
So, I mean, at least you're stepping into it. That's why you believe you have a bit of an attitude problem.
Huh?
But, I think it kind of just goes into what our elders was telling us. As you get older, your patience and your fuse box is just shorter.
The fuse box is short.
It's just because you when you get older, you don't got as much time for the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You don't have time for the dumb questions. You don't have time for the people that don't get it. Because if you don't get it and you this old, you're not going to get it. You know what I'm saying? Those of you who know, you know. You know what I'm saying? So I don't, maybe you can chuckle it down a couple of times to a bad day. But sometimes I'm going to just chuck it up to just getting older. You get older, you get grumpier. That's why all old folks be grumpy. And when you're real old, I'm talking 60 and up, they just say whatever. I think everybody got a grandma, grandpa. They just say whatever, do whatever, say whatever. Because they old. Who gonna check them?
One thing about mine, she don't say whatever. But she was like that. She was like that in her 50s, her 40s, her 30s. And I didn't even know her in her 30s. But I know that she gonna say whatever. She gonna say whatever. And I think, where I get it from, I just say whatever. I don't care. I do not care.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just going to chuck it up to being old. But, I'm feeling very open. I'm feeling very conceptual. So, I got a question.
Baby, are you ready for the answer?
We're in that age, and we've talked about this and danced around it, episodes to episodes. But, we got a friend. I got a new friend. She about to have a baby. And she was just always like, oh, I don't want to have kids. And then I also have another friend. And then I have another friend, also a female, and she's doing things in a traditional right way. She has a man, had a man, moved in, they got a house together, and they have to take care of a kid, basically. Not their kid, but they're taking care of a teenager. Moved them into the house, into their lives, and now they are technically the care providers, and, they're in charge of this kid. So my thing is, like, I have one friend who's about to have a kid, never wanted one really, but it's about to have one. And then another friend couple, they're taking the traditional path in life, and it's just like they have a kid. Now, they want a kid, you know what I'm saying, but not right now in this place and time. But things happen, life be lifing. So my question is, like, Cartier, and to the people at home, do you feel that is having a child an individual willingness, or do you think it's more so like societal pressure?
I don't feel like it's neither one of those. I feel like it's just two people hunching unprotectedly, and now you have to stick with what you have, and you stand by the side of, oh, society wanted us to have a kid, it was just my time, la la la. No. Because had his swimmers not worked or your eggs been cracked, you would have never had a kid. You would have been outside. But now you're here. And deep down, a lot of people around our age and younger, definitely younger, because
Definitely, yeah.
I think our age group is kind of like, we're holding on and we holding out. It's a few of us that have some kids, and then most of us just like, we'll see what you go home.
Right, gonna catch me slipping, right? So.
But a lot of people younger than us, they just so excited to get loose at their mama house. But it's kind of like, so now they got to do all these things now that they have a kid, and they say this is what society wanted, da 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 da. I personally feel like it's pressured at the same time too. So I know that kind of just contradicted what I just said, but I also feel like some people feel pressured because they see their friends having kids and everybody else around them having kids. And so now they just feel like, well, maybe I need to have one. I got baby fever, da da da. My TikTok feed is telling me to have a kid. No, it's because you kept typing in baby stuff, and now their algorithm is jacked up. But I mean, for real, like that's not God showing you no sign. That's not the universe hinting at you need to have a kid, or the universe preparing you for your kid. No, that's just your algorithm is jacked up, and now you had one too many do-says. Personally, I like the freedom of not having a kid. I like the freedom of when I'm ready to be outside, I get to be outside. I know so many people at work that in order for them to go outside, they got to find a babysitter, or hell, in order for them to be at work, they have to have a babysitter. And that's just an inconvenience because, as we know, we all have to work to live. So I'm going to get off my soapbox, and I'm just going to say it's more of a pressure thing.
Under pressure. Dun, 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 dun. So I'm going to have to just piggyback, and I'm going to have to agree that between the two choices that we have, I do think that the third choice you brought to the table is very much relevant and very much pretty much what happens on like a people talking to people, real life shit that happens. But I also feel like, I'm gonna break it down like this. I feel like the willingness comes after the decision is already made. You know what I'm saying? After it's already set in stone, the girl tells you that she's pregnant. It's like, dang. Now, we're not getting into whether y'all keeping her or not. That's a whole different topic. But the willingness to even think about, hey, can we do this? Should we have this? You know what I'm saying? That comes into play. But I think it is more so pressure because, like you said, your peers around you, social media is telling you, it's in your face when you go into the stores, baby sections, Toys R Us. It wasn't a thing. Now it's coming back slowly a thing. You know, it's just, but these things were in our faces for years to come. I don't like when people think that it makes, my life not as valuable, you know what I'm saying? Not because I don't want to have kids, per se. Because I mean, I do just, not now, but it's just the fact that like some people view it as not making your life as valuable. There are people like that. It's just like, okay, you're choosing like, oh, just having a kid is just going to change the world. And it's just, your child is God's gift to the world. And it's just like, I think that's a little out there, you know what I'm saying? Because some people have that mindset, well, my baby, I'm going to have this, and my baby's going to do this and that and that and that. But it's just like, you could have a baby and your baby could be the next Jeffrey Dahmer. You know what I'm saying? Your baby's not predisposed to be the next Barack Obama. It's just you don't know what your kid is going to do. So it's just like, I feel like when it comes to the pressure, you're just around people, like I said, it's on social media. I don't think people are really like just thinking about it. And then you can break it down into, oh, are we financially ready to let it? It's because it's bigger than, oh, I want one, you want one, or just like you said, too many douces, and then bada boom, bada bing, eggs cracking, and swimmers swimming, doing what they do. I guess to round it up, we're gonna go with pressure, but I feel like that willingness comes after the action is already done, the embryo is set. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. It's pressure followed by false willingness.
False.
Because now you have to, unless you flush yours down the toilet.
Then if you, without getting into that topic, without getting into the
Don't you see, bro?
yeah. So you take what y'all not listening to. Y'all take what Cartier just said.
Not you censored me on my own show.
Right, we ain't doing it without saying that word. Without getting into that. We're gonna take what Cartier just said. I don't think y'all listening to us out there. You're gonna take that false willingness, and I think that that's pressure driven too, because it's like, okay, you're not going to just have you and your brain processing this thinking, hey, can I do this? Can I do this? You're going to have your mama, your granny, people in your community, especially, church, you got church community. Like, you got all these people that's going to be trying to put input in, people you reach out to for advice, things of that matter. So that also becomes willingness, whether it's pressurized or not. But it's false willingness. And I think it's just a ripple effect. I think you kind of need, I guess this question is kind of really open concept, but you need all three, just at different points. You know what I mean? Like, I think they're all true, but it's just at what point in the timeline is each one activated? Because I think that you're going to go through societal pressures to have the kid. You're going to go through a false willingness to be like, hey, I can do this or I can't do this. And then, you have situationships. No matter how you got there, but you got there. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Maya, slide your loose.
Period. No, seriously, Sushes, let us know what you think about that at home. Let us know in the comments. And we're going to move on to the next one. Because now you got me on my soapbox. Okay, so we all working people, right? You got a job, I got a job. We working people.
Do you really have a job?
Not too much.
Some of us work harder than others.
And that is, and I'm glad you said that, because we're going to get into that. So, like, would you consider yourself a professional in your job?
Of course, every day.
Okay. Now, if you were to ask me that, I would keep it real. I would say no. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to come back to that. So my question is, what if we lived in a world where there were no professionals in any given subject, any department, any type of career field, but everyone knew a little bit about everything there is to know about different departments, different jobs, different career fields? Do you think that's possible? Do you think that would be more chaotic? Do you think it would put us in a sense to where it would make us as people more equal? if there were no professionals in any given like career field, but we, as everybody on this entire earth, knew a little bit about something about what you do, but we weren't quote unquote professionals. Do you think that professional is just a title, or do you think you have to work to be a professional? Do you think that little bit of knowledge could suffice?
Honestly, I feel like in order for you to be a professional, you have to really know the job ins and out. Because a lot of people call themselves professionals and there's still some things that they don't know. Mm-hmm. However, not only do you have to know the job, but you have to actually follow the practices of the company. A lot of times we be at these jobs and people say, well, we got to do it like this. It's easier to do it like this. And as we already know, there's reasons why the company do it how they do it. Yes, this way is easier, but in order for you to be a professional, you got to do it how X, Y, and Z Incorporated wants you to do it. They don't really care what you feel is easy. It's what works for them. So that also goes into you being a professional. Also, your appearance. That matters. Because you can be well-groomed, but you lack in the other two. So then, therefore, you're not a professional. You have to meet all the criteria, all the metrics in order to be considered a professional. Other than that, you're just a worker, an employee, someone who gets a job. Like, you have to, I hate to say this, be well-dressed, follow the protocols the company has set before you, build and have a rapport with your colleagues and coworkers. That's also important because you can't call yourself a professional if you're still beefing with Mildred because she got the last pin when they were doing the giveaway 3 years ago. All of that goes into what makes you a professional. All of that goes into what people look at when they consider you for this thing and that thing. How do you speak? How do you articulate? How do you act with others? All of that plays a part in whether or not you're professional. If not, then you're just here. Like the rest of us. Like Sly.
Don't do me. So, mine is Cartier Shea, because I work hard, y'all. Ins and out, multiple streams of revenue.
Y'all, she worked hard today. Literally today was the day that she worked hard.
Anyway,
be on the phone.
I'm gonna put it in a street term for y'all. I love to watch Grey's Anatomy. Now, am I I know a little bit about their field. Now, am I professional? Heavens no. Yeah, I know what a CT scan is. I know when a patient is coding, but do not hand me no scalpel and tell me to go do some thoracic, whatever that word is, surgery. I can't even say it, so I know I can't perform it. Please don't tell me to open up nobody brain, because you know what I'm saying? It's like we can know certain things about different career fields, but does that make us suited? I mean, think about it. In the 90s, let's take it back. Where my 90s babies at? When we had to do the aptitude test, you sit at the computer, answer all these questions, and it tells you these are the top career fields you will excel in. And we all got teacher first, right? I mean, let's be honest. I think it was rigged. They just want everybody to teach. But, some people, got communications. Hey, you'll be good as a lawyer, president, something on the council, things like that. Other people got medical related stuff. Some people got more hands-on mechanical, electrical, engineering type of, so it just depends. We have these things put in our society, and we take these tests and it's supposed to spit you out. Hey, this is what you do. But it's just like, whether you did it or not, because how many people are in your actual adult career field that based off of what you got on those tests? There's going to be a slim picking of us, right? So I just feel like at the end of the day, we aren't professionals. Even if we knew a little bit about everything, that doesn't make it, hey, let's go do it. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's not to put down anybody Because if you really find yourself, hey, I want to do this, I know a little bit about it, we're not telling you not to go expand. Learn about it. And maybe you can hone and perfect that craft and become a said professional. But in the sense that we're using it, I'm gonna have to disagree. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it would, and this is the second question. So I'm gonna propose this to go along with our first question. Does it put us all on the same playing level field? If everybody knew the same amount of information about a job, well then I feel like that would kind of make it hard for us to all excel at one job. Because hey, everybody knows, but some people can argue what one person doesn't know, the other person can possibly know and help solve the problem, get the client, solidify the big sale you guys were waiting on, whatever the case may be. So I feel like it's kind of a tricky question. But once again, folks at home, let us know what you think.
So we did just took a brief moment and we did a quick aptitude test and we got some results. The results that we both got for our own selves, we have definitely seen on the million aptitude tests we did took, and we don't do nothing on what they want us to do.
Not at all.
They gave me 3 industries: information technology or IT, health science, and the STEM industry, which health science is on brand for me, but I just don't do nothing in it. And the careers that they felt I would be good at would be support services, health informatics, diagnostic services, some biotechnology, or therapeutic services. I'm not doing nothing therapeutic. In the IT field, they felt like I'd be good at network systems, web and digital communications, information support and services, which honestly, I do a lot of that behind the scenes of here at the Melting Pot. So, yeah.
So I got educational training. I told you they always want me to teach y'all kids some shit. Well, I can't teach your dumbass kids, and neither can y'all. And then they got me doing business management and administration. But I can low-key tap into that. I'm low-key trying to, tap into that one way or another. Administrative support, operation management, stuff like that. Hopefully for somebody, music venue. Speaking into this, manifesting it all 2024. They got me pinned down to be doing some human services, whether it's counseling, mental health services, personal care, or family and community type of services, early childhood development, that type of thing, which I took a lot of classes. I actually had a pathway in that in high school. Just didn't do nothing in it, just like Cartier said. So, yeah, some of these things are, hitting it on the nail a little bit. But, yeah, that teaching, that just ain't going to happen. Not even going to hold y'all. But I swear I get it every time.
All right, moving on.
All right. So this last one is going to be a fun one. We're going to leave y'all off on a fun one. So I'm going to ask you this. Would you kill one person you love to save 100 strangers? Or would you kill 100 strangers to save that one person you love?
The latter option. Why would I save a stranger? I'm not that type.
100 strangers, not a stranger. 100 strangers.
I said what I said.
Okay, but you kind of changed it. You manipulated the question.
I thought it was.
Your answer had manipulation in it.
I thought it was I kill 100 people to save the one I love.
In quote, you said, "Why would I kill a stranger?" You not set up that way.
I'm sorry. Why would I save some strangers or whatever? Y'all get what I'm saying?
No, not save. Save and kill. It's not in the verbiage. Well, it is in the verbiage, but it's you said a stranger, and I had to put emphasis that you're not killing a stranger. You're killing 100 of them.
Right, to save the one I love. Right.
100. So one life is greater than 100.
Okay, right. Because then the other option was kill the one I love to save 100 strangers. And so why would I save some strangers?
So your conscience wouldn't bother you for those 100 people?
No. because I'm not losing.
All right, so okay, let's paint it like this. You just got done stabbing in the heart 100 people you didn't know, and you go to bed that night. Walk me through your mind frame.
Ooh, I'm tired. I just killed 100 people.
That's it. You're a psychopath. Wrap this up. I think we need to have a meeting behind the scenes because you're a psychopath.
Like, I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I just killed 100 people.
I'm talking about how your mental, what's going through your mind. You sat there and you looked 100 people in the eye as you took your left hand and you stabbed them in the heart.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Blood on you, blood on the knife. You heard and felt that last do in the heart. A little bit of blood got on you. You heard they last gasp.
We never said if these people were good people. We never said like the things that they've done in their lives to hurt people. Like we never said if they were 100% healthy.
But that's the unknown.
Right.
We don't have to.
Right. You don't have to.
But just know, if you kill 100 possibly good people, or you kill 100 people who were going to cure cancer one day, or you killed 100 people, you know, they could have been school shooters. You never know. We didn't say. But how would you feel if they were good people and you slain them? Still wouldn't bother you when you sleep at night.
Nope.
Well, y'all have it. Cardiac psychopath, y'all.
Not a psychopath because we don't know the facts of these 100 people. You're trying to baseline it. However, we don't know the 100 people that ain't killed. So therefore, we don't know. Maybe they needed to go.
What if the one person you loved was like 99 years old?
See,
you say was somebody that could possibly kick their butt tomorrow morning after you done set up and killed 100 people. They gonna die the next day.
Here's the messed up part, because now you're trying to add stipulations on my soulmate, but you don't want to add stipulations.
Oh, we ain't talking about romance, please. This could be your cousin. I ain't say romance.
But I said soulmate.
Oh, so okay. Well, now you changing the stipulation of the original question.
Yeah, because you're changing stipulation, so I can change stipulation.
Because honestly, and this is interesting out there, folks. I'm gonna tell y'all, when I read this question originally, and I guess that can tell you something about me, but when I read love, the person you love, I wasn't thinking in a romantic sense. I was thinking, in a family sense, in a friend. I was thinking family or friends. Cartier was obviously thinking love of his life, romantic type of sense. So I think that's kind of, it tells you something without telling you something. I think that it was real interesting. Because, like all the topics we've discussed here today, everything is perception, right? And everything is subjective. So I just feel like my answer to this question, because of the way that I read it, as in the person you love, I took it as in like a friend sense. I'm going to kill that 100 people for my statement. I could be saving the next 100 people that cure cancer, end world hunger.
But you also could be killing somebody that had cancer. So therefore, you got, you know what I'm saying? You don't know.
I get you.
Right. You didn't give us no stipulations, so I'm not going to just sit here and...
No, because it's not. It's supposed to be black and white. It's supposed to be...
Right. So I'm not going to take the good guy route, and I'm over here spearing Jeffrey Dahmer's ass. No.
But I don't know if I could...
We got to go.
If I could sleep. If I could sleep, my conscience, I don't know if it would let me. It's 100 people. You never know. Yeah. I hope y'all had as much fun as we had today here on the Melting Pot, y'all. It's your girl Sly signing out.
And it's your boy Cartier the Don signing out.
And we hope you sign back in with us next week here at the Melting Pot. You can follow us on all social media platforms. I'm talking Instagram at The Real Melting Pot. That's THEE Real Melting Pot. Follow us on Twitter at The Melting Pot 16. You can follow us on Facebook at The Melting Pot Podcast. Like and subscribe on our page.
and you want to be following us because we have so many things going on our Instagram and Facebook, so many newsworthy things that we can chat about and talk about. Also, we got a few little videos coming to the YouTube that you don't want to miss. This season gonna be bigger and better. It's a wrap.
Good time. Yeah.
Two different raps.
Hey, well, that's how they end their episode. I'm feeling it.
I was on Mariah and you talking about
good time. Yeah.
or was it really good time? And that's something for another day.
Think about it next time you're in a bin. There won't be no calling me again. You had me sacrifice myself to fit in. You put the pressure in me and you lit me up like a cigarette. All I can taste now is regret. Pretty girls love trap, pretty girls love wine, pretty girls dirty wine, pretty girls love live, last smile. Pretty girls like me is down. Don't you wish now, don't you wish now that we shared that one last kiss?